What's going on, guys? So I got my, excuse me. This is the Tron Aries movie review. So Tron Aries. I kind of have not like strong opinions, but I have some opinions on this. For sure. I didn't really like a lot of people. I don't think I really cared for it as much. It was definitely different than what I thought. I was disappointed. I'm frustrated with a couple of things, and I'm going to dive into that. But overall, just not the most entertaining film. There's a lot of boring parts. They replace a lot of the characters that I cared about with characters I don't care about. And it's just really unfortunate. And a lot of it took place outside of the grid, and I want to see more stuff in the grid. We do get stuff in the grid, but just not like what I wanted. And so I'm going to dive in. I'll go into a couple of the scenes. But basically, it opens up, and we get this 30-second monologue thing about basically explaining that Sam Flynn left the company and this one girl took over. One of the main characters in the story. Basically, there's two companies, good corporation and bad corporation. So the girl from the good corporation basically took over for Sam, and she's just not very good. I don't care about her character. She's got this backstory about her sister, who passed away, and she's trying to complete her sister's work, who also worked for Sam as a scientist. They're going after what's called the permanence code. Basically, it's this thing that allows programs. So in the film, programs can come to the real world, but they're only allowed to be there for like 30 seconds or something, or not 30 seconds, 29 minutes. So 30 minutes on the dot. And they're like, how they do it is it's almost like this 3D printing laser type machine thing. It's kind of interesting. But so they're trying to go after this permanence code, and that's basically what one of our main characters from Good Corporation is trying to do. She's trying to complete her sister's work on finding where Sam hid this permanence code. Also, one thing I do want to another thing I want to talk about is this film dabbles with something that I find very interesting, kind of like the excuse me, the Primate movie review, or not movie review, trailer reaction that I did, where I talked about how it, like, I've heard like stories of people like having chimps and things like that, and so like I like find stuff like that interesting. And this is another thing I find kind of interesting, aliens, secret bases, AI. And so this kind of like dabbles with the AI stuff, and like what would it be like if video game characters were able to like come to life and come into our world? What would that be like? Or like, what if we could go to like, I've always wondered, I play video games, like I'm sure a lot of us play video games, and so like I'm sure many of us have wondered, what would it be like if we could actually enter the video game world and live in there? And so that's one thing that I do think this does well in that department. But it's not something that I do think it's something Tron should be doing, but it's not what I was looking for out of this film, honestly. I was wanting more of like a follow-up to Tron Legacy from when I was a kid. Unfortunately, we didn't really get that. We got Tron Aries. And another thing I don't really understand about this film is, why didn't they just make Aries Tron? Aries could have easily just been Tron, and this could have been Tron. I don't know, just call it Tron. Like, it doesn't even have to have like a thing to it. It could just be about him coming to the real world, and that would have been sweet, because we actually saw him in Tron Legacy, I believe. So now, granted, it was years ago when I saw that. I need to watch that again. But yeah, it would have been really cool to see, because in the end, now at the end of this film, he does make mention of the girl that Sam brought back with him from Tron Legacy to the real world. So I think maybe if this, and it's not doing well, which is unfortunate. If it did well, we would have got that film, and maybe Sam and them would have come back. But it's not doing well, and that's what's so unfortunate about this. I waited, me and my brother, we loved these films growing up, and we waited so many years for another Tron film. It's almost like the Real Steel movie. I love that film too. Probably never going to get another one of those. And if we do, they'll probably do this. They'll probably fuck it up. And like, we waited so long for this, and to see like what happened to Sam, what happened to the girl, and just, we didn't get any of that. And we went down this road, and it's like, why? It's nothing I care about. I wanted to see Sam. I wanted to see those characters. I didn't want to see this. And instead of going with what I wanted to see, you went with this. And now I'm probably not going to get that because you went with this. And so it's like, Hollywood, you annoy me. But it is what it is. Overall, 4. I'm giving it a 4. There was some stuff that was cool, but overall I didn't really care for it that much. I'm not going to watch it again. It's not like I'm not going to watch it again because Tron Legacy was so good that I don't want to rewatch it because I want to remember that first time I ever saw it there in the theater. This is, I want to forget about it and never touch it or see this ever again in my life. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and that was my review for Tron Aries. 4 out of 10, below average. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, everybody.